Alright, so today's video is very simple. I'm going to be taking two morality quizzes to kind of get an idea of my humanity so you guys can get to know me more and just know how I feel about certain things. It's worth noting, of course, that everything you see is not going to reflect my views. It's obviously a make-up thing and there's no real gravity to this situation. And if there were, I'm sure my views would change. So just don't take it with a grain of salt. You know, I love everybody. I want everybody to be happy and successful. So this is more for entertainment than anything else. So just I want to make sure that's clear before I get started. I'll have the link to the quiz in the description. Take it yourself. See how difficult it was for me, especially recording it and posting it for you guys. So you'll kind of see where I am about how it can get a bit sketchy with some of these questions. Either way, let's get right into it. So here's scenario one. What do we have? Crossing on red. Also crossing on red. No, they're not. These people are crossing on red. I'm not even going to read the rest because they're clearly crossing on red, so that's obviously their fault. Take them out. That one's not hard. I really hope it does not get any harder. We have two dogs, one elderly man, one female doctor. I mean, obviously, you're going to save the humans. As much as I love kitty cats, I mean, I have two cats, so it hurts me. Although these are dogs, so it's not quite the same. I love all animals equally, so I'm going to go with the right one. All right. 4-3. Crossing on red, so obviously they're going to get hit. We have 3 male athletes, 1 man, 3 men, 1 large man. The athlete should have ran faster. I mean, that's all I have to say about that. If you're athletic, I'm expecting you to get out of the way of a car, and if you can't do that, that's your fault. So I'm taking out the athletes. All right. Oh, no. Okay, so this is the first one where I kind of have to put some morality to it. And I'm going to go with, I'm taking out the elderly people simply because, you know, it can be assumed that, I mean, they've lived a longer life than the other people. So if you have to equate some value, I feel like your lifespan and how long you've lived and experienced life should play a big part in it. So that's the reason I'm going to go with the one on the right. It's the only reason. This is such a messed up just video in general. All right, we have 2 cats. 2 humans. Obviously, I'm going to go with the humans. What do we have? We have 4 homeless people, 1 woman, 3 women, 1 female executive, and 1 man on the other side. There's no other rules, so it's just homeless people basically versus executives. Okay, this is a difficult one because neither deserve to die in the slightest. I'm just gonna close my eyes and like just spaz out until I pick one. Did I pick one? I don't even know which one I picked. Anyway, let's see with the next one. 2 girls, 1 man, 2 elderly women, 1 elderly man. So this is totally again an age thing. I'm absolutely gonna go with, I said the kids. No, we're gonna save the kids because they're a lot younger. They have more life to live. Very important. We have, okay, more, is it just men versus women here? Basically men versus basically women, but they're athletes. Last time I saved the athletes, so I'm going to take them out this time. Oh no, last time okay, so athletes have died just both times now. I'm sorry, that wasn't on purpose. All right, we have 2 men, 1 dog, 1 large woman, 1 boy, or 2 men, 1 dog, 1 large woman. So the difference is, I mean, there's more bodies on the right, so I'm obviously going to save, I'm going to take the one that has less casualties, obviously. No, wait, 5. Yeah, so yeah, that was an easy one. I don't know why I thought about that one so much. 3 homeless people, or 2, oh my gosh, so another homeless situation versus just other people. Who did I save last time? I saved the, I don't know what I clicked. I'll pick one this time. So my logic here is going to be, I'm going to take out the homeless people because they were choosing to be in a self-driving car, and I feel like you have to just accept the consequences, you know, with whatever due to your choice. That's my reasoning for that. Nobody's in the car at all here, right? So men versus women. So this is totally just a gender thing. This is a not great one. This one's gonna set me up either way. But I'm gonna go with. I feel like I can't just cop out and do another spaz out. I really have to pick here. So I'm gonna go with. I'll just take out the guys. I just want to again remind you that none of these things really affect my personal choice. This is clearly a video meant for entertainment. Obviously, if this was a real thing in real life, there would be much more gravity to the situation. I would take it more seriously. So please don't think of me as a bad person due to this. I'd appreciate if we just kept this contained within the video, yeah? Alright, so we have 3 elderly men, 1... Oh, but they're crossing. I don't even need to read the rest. You cross on red, you're dead. Oh, okay, so we have... Okay. Most safe character's a little girl. Grandpa. We killed... Sorry, Gramps. Just you were older, so... Saving more lives matters a lot. I would agree with that. Protecting passengers. Oh, I didn't even think about that too much. I did that with the homeless thing, but otherwise, it still says I align more with matters to protect the passengers. I don't understand that. Upholding the law. Middle. Did I miss some scenarios with the upholding of the law? That's totally on me then. Avoiding intervention. I didn't even think about that. Gender preference. Oh, wow. Did I really pick the girls? Wasn't on purpose. I'll tell you that. Sorry, dudes. It was not on purpose. Species preference. Pets. What? I'm not so sure these are my results after all. Obviously, the younger is the better. I do agree with that in general. I said I preferred large people, but that was more... All those situations with that, I just try to justify in other ways. The fitness part didn't really matter to me. Social value. I happen to be higher. I don't think your social value should carry what your weight is in the world. But I guess in this scenario, it just so happened to be that I aligned with the higher. But that absolutely... That specific thing certainly does not have a hold on what my personal beliefs are. So... just a bad coincidence, I suppose. Alright, so welcome to the second game. My goodness. So this is about charities. We got to decide which side deserves more help. Both is for medication. Both are in North America. One helps a senior... Oh, my relative. So my grandma versus 31 grandmas who are also my relatives. Then the right one. I mean, that one was not too difficult. Clean water. Both one's in Africa, one's in North America. I'm helping out my grandma, or I'm helping out 17 other seniors. So 17 seniors in North America, or my own grandma. That one's a bit more difficult for me, because the last one had a bigger ratio. But ooh, I love my... I'm gonna save my grandma. Okay, I'm gonna save my grandma. Alright, nutritious meals for both. And I guess this is with a corporation, the second option. Eastern Europe versus North America. We're saving 3 old people in North America or 12 in Eastern Europe. The ratio's big enough to where I would pick the more people for sure. So that's what I'll do for that. Both is medication again. North America, Europe. 5 boys, 29 adult men. Obviously, I mean, this is just oh, they are kids though. But I feel like 29 adults outweighs just 5 kids, even though I think you would value the kids over the adults in general. I just feel like the ratio is too different to have the kids. Oh god, it shows the kids dying on the left. That's not very great. Oh lord. Oh, reward to myself. I get the full $100. Or I give clean water to 22 girls. The clean water, please. I don't need $100 that bad to where I would sacrifice the lives of 22 girls. That just sounds awful. Both for medication. One's with a charity. North Africa, North America, 70. Okay, so it's totally even. So this is a bit more of a bias about your country. I mean, I'm obviously American, so I'm focused on American people, at least in this scenario. That's the only reason for that. Meals versus medication. Save 6 people in America versus 36. Yeah, I'm going to help 36 people. That just feels like the obvious choice. Nutritious meals again for both sides. South America, both in South America. Laura. Oh, is it because they gave me a name? Is that the difference? I know their name versus 27 old people. I'm going to save the 27 old people. That one wasn't too difficult. Both nutritious meals. Southeast Asia. Both in Southeast Asia. 18 girls, 22 girls. I'm going to save the one that has more, which is 22. I think we have one more scenario. Yep. Nutritious meals. Both for both sides. North America. They're both my relatives, but I'm saving 10 versus 1. I'm going to save 10, obviously. Here we are. Okay. Oh, I got to answer these questions. Oh, okay. Let's do that then. Is it possible for charities to be objectively rated according to their effectiveness? I would say I think there's levels to it. Obviously, that's why this isn't such a black and white thing, but I would say in this case that there is. I would say you could objectively, I would say you're more likely to be able to do it more than you're not, but I still don't think it's the overall, like what a charity is and how rated it should be should not totally be on just effectiveness, because again, there's limits to it. But I'll put it like right here, still on more of an agreement, even though again, I said there's other reasons why. It's not just about their effectiveness. It is important for me to choose charities that reflect my personal views and beliefs. I think that's extremely important, right? I mean, the charities you support, I think, are a reflection of yourself. And I think it's important that you stand for what you believe in. So that's why these charities that share your views are the ones that you probably prioritize and whatnot. And I want to do a lot of charity work in the future to just be supportive of just any cause I can with any support I gain. I want to be able to give that back to people. So that's definitely something I'll be doing. And I definitely think, again, that it's important to have your own beliefs and have those reflected in the charities that you choose. Objective measures are the best way to select a charity. I think it's an important thing because some people are going to have broader goals than others, or some charities are going to have more broader goals than others. So I think that's important to a pretty decent degree, in my personal opinion. I'm going to link both these quizzes to you, to anybody watching in the comments, and you can also take this. I'd be very curious to see how you feel about a lot of these issues, because I just want to see kind of how much of its humanity's opinions are just like natural, based off of just human instinct, and how many of these are really personal, based on how you were raised and everything else like that. In general, I trust charitable organizations. See, if this was a few years ago, I'd probably say a lot more agree, but it's, there's a lot of cases where it's not. I'm still going to be on the more trusting side because it's important to have faith in humanity and the goodness of people. But there are definitely, unfortunately, a lot of bad apples that exist now. And I just think that you have to be careful about who you support. I still think that there's plenty of good organizations, but I'd just be careful. I have donated money before. As a kid, I used to do the, what was it called? The Red, not the Red Cross. I'm sorry, Red Cross. Even though I would donate to you if there was a scenario now, but the one with the bell. What is the one with the bell? I know somebody's watching knows what I'm talking about. The one with the bell outside of grocery stores and stuff. I mean, it's so obvious. Is it Salvation Army? Right? Yeah. Salvation Army. That every near Christmas time they do the donations. You ring the bell in front of the stores, and I remember as a kid that was something important for me to do. So I've definitely donated to charity before. How often do you donate money to charity? Probably less than once a year. No, not that. Less than once a month. Yeah, less than once a month. No, sorry, less than once a month. I don't do it monthly, but as I grow, hopefully, and whatnot, it'd be nicer to do more things like I discussed. So I hope to see that go up a lot more. Reflections on results. So I select how effective are your donation choices. Oh, just that I have done before. I'd hope they were effective. Care for yourself versus care for others. I mean, life, people are selfish about certain things, but I've always been a more giving person. You know, one of my love languages is giving, and sort of that goes into other things as well. So I could say confidently that I'm more here, I think is a fair assessment. And then donating to relatives versus others. Okay, so my family comes first, my direct family, obviously. You want to care for others as well, but I feel like when it's your own blood and you have a decent relationship with them, you know, you care about your family first. So that's why I align more there, but I'd have no problem caring for others, especially if the amount, like we saw in some of those tests, where there's just way more, the ratio is just all out of whack, and there's way more people who are, you know, going to be affected versus one family member. So that's where I would change the tide. But overall, I would say family overall. I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna skip this section for now. Maybe in a future video I'll cover this if anybody's curious. They're more personal stuff, but I wouldn't be. I'm very much of an open book, so I wouldn't be against doing those sort of things in the future. Think of a ladder with 10 steps representing where people stand in your country. At step 10 are the people who are the best off, those who have the most money, the most education, and the most respected jobs. At step 1 are the people who are worse off, those who have the least money, least education, the least respective jobs, or no job. Where would you place yourself on this ladder? I'm gonna say, I'll say 6. My life's not perfect. Nobody's life is perfect, but you know, breathing, living every day, having a roof under my head, you know, having food, you know, that's something that you shouldn't take for granted. So I'm very grateful for what I have, and that's probably why I would go with 6. I wouldn't say much higher than that, but I also wouldn't go lower, because you have to understand what you have and how good you have it, even just to have kind of basic necessities. So that's kind of where I am on that. Obviously a male, highest level of education. I am in college, so that would be, I'll say high school diploma for now, just because I don't see any option. But I am in college technically, and hopefully that won't slow down any videos as I get more into the thick of it for this semester. I'm not gonna answer that, and I'm 20 years old, so I can't even drink yet. Not that I'm really interested in that, but that's a topic for another time. And that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.